The grand hall of the Galactic Council shimmered with opulence. Species from 100 star systems lounged in anti-grav thrones, their appendages curled in amusement, jaws flexing in disdainful mirth. At the center, under the council's great dome of starlight projection, stood Ambassador Kiron, humanity's representative. He was calm, statuesque, his earth-made diplomatic robe a muted blue in a sea of extravagance. Behind him stood no guards, no aides, no artificial intelligence drones, just him. And so, Kiron concluded, his voice steady, humanity formally offers an equal alliance with shared access to wormhole routes, energy grid tech, and terraforming protocols. We believe cooperation serves us all. A long, unnatural silence followed. Then a squelch, a cough, a squeak. And finally, it began. Laughter. It started with the crafty delegate, a 12-eyed, crystalline being whose voice sounded like glass. Breaking. Then came the droning chuckle of the Orcs, their vocal sacs vibrating like broken drums. The laughter rolled through the chamber like an avalanche, multi-pitched and cruel. The primates wish to share technology? Snorted Counselor Vormik, a warlord from the Rim worlds. Didn't your kind just discover stable hyperspace routes last century? 100 eyes turned toward Kiron, some amused, some pitying, others simply bored. You arrived late to the stars, hissed the Muntari archivist. Now you beg for a seat built by empires 10,000 years old. Cute, buzzed a voice from the floating gelatinous mass of the Veli Confederacy. Do humans still use combustion engines on planets? What do they call it? Petrol? More laughter. Kiron did not flinch. He simply took a long breath, looked at each of them, every smug face, every ancient race perched on the crumbling weight of their own legacy, and nodded. I see, he said quietly. Then this council has made its stance clear. He reached into his robe and pulled out a small sphere. With a touch, it expanded into a hologram. Data streamed through it. Coordinates, signatures, movement charts undeniably authentic. What is this? Vormik growled, sitting up. The current deployment of our 4th exploration fleet, Kiron answered. And the location of 15 colonized planets within what your cartographers still label unclaimed space. There was a pause. Wait, you've colonized 15 planets? Asked the Muntari. In under 12 years, Kiron replied. A few delegates whispered. Someone checked the database in real time. The data matched. Our generation ships are built to seed ecosystems en route, he continued. We don't terraform, we cultivate. Artificial suns, quantum growth pulses, neural soil management. Many of these colonies are now exporting. Food and energy. The laughter had stopped. But that's impossible, murmured the craftery. No species has ever achieved. Kiron tilted his head. We ask for equal partnership, not validation. A quiet hum of discomfort spread across the chamber. Do you threaten us, human? Vormik spat. No, Kiron said. We offered unity. You responded with mockery. He deactivated the hologram and placed the sphere back in his robe. Then what is your response? Asked the Veli delegate, less sure now. Kiron glanced upward at the great dome where stars glimmered like promises. Then he looked back at them. Nothing, he said. We walk away. Confusion? What? We walk away. From this council. From your treaties. From your wars, your tariffs, your borderlines carved by dead empires. We will not fight for a seat at your table. We'll build our own. You dare turn your back on the council? Bark someone. We do not turn our backs, Kiron said with finality. We rise, silently, and he walked. Past the ornate columns, past the armed guards who did nothing, past the buzzing of hurried translation drones struggling to interpret. The silence that followed, and as he exited, the entire human delegation, small and quiet, followed him without a word, not one threat, not one plea. Just silence. A silence that screamed louder than any weapon. Epilogue 3 standard months later. An independent probe entered Sector 93 Beta, expecting to map human colonies. It vanished. A war fleet sent by the Rim Lords followed. Only static returned. 6 months after that, trade ships from Council worlds started reporting strange sightings, ships with hulls of living metal, energy signatures unreadable by known standards. No identifiers, no signals, but all bore one silent mark, an emblem of Earth. The Council never laughed again.